Hey, welcome back to another episode of Journey to the Darkside. I'm Daniel.
And Simon.
And, my man, what event are we looking at tonight?
Another B show.
One of these, is another In Your House?
Yeah, In Your House. It's In Your House WrestleMania 13.
Boom!
Boom!
There it is.
From the Rosemont Horizon in Rosemont, Illinois. Chicago, Rosemont, whatever.
Yeah.
Same diff.
It's like a suburb, but they only say Chicago, yeah.
The tagline is Heat!
Heat!
What if that was foreshadowing something?
Something could have been. Could have been.
What about your attendance? Now, before you say anything, I'm going to give you a slight hint.
No, wait. Let me zero into this thing. 20,000. 20,000.
You overshot it.
God damn it.
I was going to say, my slight hint was like, still pretty fucking low for WrestleMania.
Damn, 20,000.
Business is down. This right here shows me the business is down.
Yeah.
18,197.
Yeah.
Great attendance for a Raw.
Yeah. Or an In Your House even, but what was the last one, like 6,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, definitely did better, but no.
Down for WrestleMania though.
Well, 20,000 would have been down for WrestleMania even, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So here we are, WrestleMania 13. We had a bit of an interesting road here. So the match we're looking at, it's a world title match. The Undertaker
What's
versus,
the main event tonight?
Yeah, Undertaker versus Sycho Sid.
You
and
forgot your lines.
Went right for it. Going for the third on this one.
So you know what? What's the main event? Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That really is. That's the featured bout right there. In fact, at this point, if you see just one match from this pay-per-view, that's really the match. That is it.
I mean, obviously watch the one we're talking about.
Yeah.
But after you watch.
I'll get there. So, anyways, so the road getting here, if you've been following the past month or so, has been talking about this.
Been bumpy.
It's been a bumpy road here. Final four match, Bret Hart wins.
No, Fatal 4.
And afterwards, the next night on Raw, Sycho Sid beats him. Now, at this point, Gorilla Monsoon comes out and even says, you know what? Clearly, Hart and Austin, because Austin interfered in the match to cost Hart the title. That's not done yet. So you're gonna have their match. Hart made his submission match. That's all history. And he said, well, since Taker was the final person eliminated from the Final Four match, you will be the #1 contender for this match, for this title. And so it is one of those things where it's like, makes sense on paper. Didn't seem like I had a whole lot of heat going into it though. And in fact, the only thing.
Heat!
The only thing that really, the storyline that was big at this point, and I mentioned last week, I'll just kind of do the cliff notes here, was heading into the pay-per-view, they were going to switch it up. Hart was going to take on Sycho Sid for the title in a cage match, and if Hart won, then this match would just be a standard one-on-one match. And of course, Taker would interfere, as would Austin, to try to make sure their respective enemies would win.
Yeah.
Taker would slam that cage door right on Hart's face, and of course Sid would retain. So here we are here. Now, before we even get started, we get a special guest commentator to come out to the ring. We're talking about the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Sexy boy comes out there, does a secret little NWO flash real quick. Did you catch that?
No.
Oh, as soon as he goes up the steps and he turns to the camera, opens up the jacket and whoop, and he puts it away real quick. And I'm just like, ah. Now we know where everything ends. I get it. And don't get me wrong, in the long run, yeah, he was definitely smart to stay in WWF. But at this point, it's rumored that he was trying to get out of his contract so he can join Hall and Nash in the NWO. And I'll tell you right now, yes, it would have ruined it. But you know what? He would have actually had a longer run because he wouldn't have hurt his back in WWF. So who knows? Would have been a good run? Probably not. But I think he would have had a better run than Bret Hart, and I'll tell you why. Because Hart's not friends with Nash and Hall. Michaels was. So I think he would have had a better, smoother ride. Probably would have made sense. They probably would have been fucked up when Russo got there. But you know what? I think it would have been all right. Either way, it's...
So Michaels should have jumped ship.
I honestly, I really wish he would have. I really do. But if he would have jumped ship, we would have got DX. And honestly, as much as I love the NWO, I do love me some DX. I love DX. So... So you know what? It all worked out for itself in the end. But if there's an alternate timeline out there where he does jump, I would like to take a peek into that, see what that's like. So he comes out there and he's very gracious. And it's always funny because you hear about how much of an asshole he was in real life and behind the scenes, but it's like he is like the nicest guy on commentary, and it just seems like so. Like I'm heartbroken to hear that he's a dick because I'm just like, man, So
I think he's doing it on purpose.
Oh no,
I think he's
absolutely
totally being sarcastic.
Yes, and I think honestly, and the fact that like they know how he is sitting with them, but he's still going. And I really don't like allowed to call him out on is Lawler because he's the heel supposed to be antagonizing.
Yeah.
So whenever Lawler's just like, I think you're faking this knee injury. I think you're just mad that you're out of the spotlight. It's just like he's telling the truth, but it's like we're allowed to let him get by with it.
Michaels really doesn't sell a whole lot of the shit that Lawler says.
Because once again, if it wasn't true, then why would he care? You know, so he's just like, So no, Michaels plays it beautifully, even though it is a bit of a dick move or whatever. It's like, nah.
McMahon has this little.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Taker comes out, Sid comes out, and Fink. Let's announce this right now. Fink announces this as a world title match. Sid and Taker, let's go. And that's it. That's all we hear. Before he come out though, out comes Bret Hart, who's still pissed. And it's funny because he won his match with Austin. He won the match. And yet, when you watch that match, he didn't win shit. Like, it really is like, no, Austin won that match. Like, I don't care what anybody says. The person who walked out of that match looking like $1 million was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The old double turn.
Loved it. And so, when Hart's out there, Hart goes right after Michaels and just starts trashing him, which is just fucking hilarious. We all know at this point now, there is some real heat. Heat! Between these two. And that's what we're referring to right there. It's the heat between these guys. And so anyways, Michaels is trashing him, he's trashing Michaels. And then, he turns on Taker and he's like, we used to be friends, which I'm thinking like, well, loosely. They're both faces.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on. There were a moment where you guys were like, buddy.
And the whole time Brett's cutting his promo, underneath it, Michaels is going, It's like, again, total dick.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what the funny thing is at that time, I'm with Michaels. I'm just like, he is like crying in. He's like, fuck this guy. So, anyways, at this point, after that match, I'm already on Stone Cold's side for life now. Like, I'm just like, holy shit, Austin, you're the man. So, he brings up the fact that, Taker, you close the door on my face, you close the door on our friendship. Once again, I'm like, dude, there's no friendship, but whatever. They turn to Sid.
I think Michaels was even like, okay.
Like, really?
You guys are friends?
It's always about you, huh?
Yeah.
Like, so, they start, he goes after Sid, starts running his mouth to him, and dude, Sid just like, fuck you, hits him with power, gets him in the gut, powerbomb, and Michaels is being taken away. And I'm just like, yes. And as he's on the microphone, and of course he's rambling, he does say, and after I kick his ass, I'm coming after you. And then Taker's like, man, fuck you. And he runs and attacks me from behind. So the match kicks off.
And that's it.
Typical big man match, I guess.
I was gonna say, I told you, like, I kind of want to bring that back up.
And and so, but here's the weird thing. So midway, like, early in the match, they're outside fighting, they're grabbing weapons, and Big Man's like, I was just handed a note here.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is a no DQ. They both won a no DQ match, and I'm like, okay, Fink never said that.
Wasn't announced.
And I'm like, if you're in the audience, are you just like, are we doing ECW now? Like, this is ECW rules? Like, they never announced that they're having no DQ matches, but just like, it's just assumed it's no DQ, so.
And they're not hearing the commentators.
Yeah, so it's just like, what the fuck? I guess they just went with it eventually, because they're like, fuck it, at this point, the referee must just be letting it go. But even the referee is like, not calling it, so it makes you wonder, like, was it always meant to be? And Fink was the one who's just like, I didn't get the note, sorry, I just said the match, like you guys said, and they're like, won't be no DQ, shit, oh, fuck, just announce it on the line or on the pay-per-view, but if you're fine. Well, the people, just go. Vince goes first night, so it's alright. Anyway, so yeah, they it's a lot of fighting, get some weapons. I don't know what to say, really. They
Typical big man match.
They redo the double big boot spot that Diesel and Taker did a year before, so it's just kind of like...
And it looks bad.
Yeah, so let's just get to the end, I guess, because there ain't really a whole lot of highlights, per se.
No. Let's talk about the bear hug, followed by the bear hug. And again, another bear hug.
Bear hug. They do the bear hug quite a bit.
Jesus
I will say
Christ.
Sid goes to the top ropes quite a bit in this match.
I had a poster of this man on my wall when I was a kid.
So he
not the Undertaker.
No. So anyways, eventually Hart comes back out and with a chair, and he ends up walloping Sid with it, and then Taker kicks him in there, choke slam, tombstone, and ends it. And I'm just like, wow. And it's like, Taker didn't really win this match. Like, that was really hard.
This is where I want to shine real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Please go ahead.
I'm not gonna shine. You can't polish a turd. Final four match.
Yeah.
We're going back a week. Or a week, whatever.
Well, a month for them, a week, for a show. Oh God.
Austin is eliminated. Comes back in, and it seems clear that Austin's after Hart.
Yeah.
But Undertaker wants no part of that.
Yeah,
Undertaker wants. It seems to be like in his mind, he's like, oh no, I will fight Austin with you.
If you get in my way, yeah, I'll put you down.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to win that way.
Yeah.
So this time it's like,
yeah, might as well do it. I mean, at this point, but see, it's like,
I feel like he should have went out there and whooped the shit out of Austin, and.
But once again,
but at the same time, that would have just prolonged the match. And
well, not just that, but think about it this way, he does turn and deck Austin on the thing, and then what happens? Turns around, gets clotheslined out of the ring. So maybe he's just like, fuck it. I went. Well, okay. Last time I tried to take out Hart, or if I tried to do it, if I got there to fight Hart, I may come in and eat a power bomb, and fuck, I can't do that. So he's just like, no. Take my match.
He just stood back and let that go on.
Yeah. He kind of give him the glare, and he's just like, throw it right. And you know what? Decent choke slam. I was wondering, like, is Sid gonna be able to jump for that? Like, what's that gonna look like? And it wasn't a bad choke slam. Better than the Vader one. He gave Vader a choke slam, and it wasn't that great.
Never mind. I was gonna say the Vader choke slam surprised me.
Really? So I didn't think it was that. Well,
I'm not saying it wasn't that.
No, wait. Yeah, rewind that. The Final Four one wasn't that bad. That was actually a decent choke slam. The Royal Rumble one, though, that was just kind of like a fuck. But I mean, I didn't shit on him. I'm like, well, at least he's willing to take one. King Kong Bundy. He's just like, I ain't taking that. Just clothesline me. Don't talk about it. Just do a running clothesline. I'll take the fin. Don't worry about it. Just be me that way. You sure, Bundy? He's like, first way? Nah, it's all right. Okay.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So, anyways, Taker wins it. That's the end of the match. Fallout. Well, we won't really go too much to Fallout when it comes to Taker because honestly, we're going to cover all that. We will just say he does have a pretty lengthy run to this title for the summer.
I'm assuming there's going to be a revenge.
I'm sure there's going to be a revenge. I mean, I'm sure Taker will get it. It's going to be a revenge of Taker. I'm sure. I can't say for sure. I can't. I'm not psychic, but I'm sure at some point. Sid, on the other hand. This is kind of the end of it for him. He stays in the company a little bit longer. He's at either one of the In Your Houses or King of the Ring, or he has one more comeback match. But at that point, it was just kind of that's just it. And he would leave, and then he would eventually. I don't know, man. I'm not just being sarcastic here. I don't know if this was softball related or if it was just like he was done. Either way, he would wind up in WCW in 2 years, I think, around '99.
And how's that leg?
Oh, I was gonna say. He would have a decent run in WCW until that final, let me call it that top rope, big booted. And at that time it was career ending. Now we would know later on that he'd be able to rehab it and eventually, but he'll never wrestle full time or on a big stage again. But yeah,
definitely not the roller world anymore.
No, definitely not. So anyway, so that was that. Simon, what is
sign in the crowd? Forgot to mention this.
Oh,
two signs that were kind of funny. I'll go with the one that's not. That's serious.
Okay, give us
a sign that said Underspanker.
I didn't see that.
See, my wife had the same reaction. I didn't like it. Okay, hold on.
Oh my God.
We're not off the road.
Oh,
we just pulled over for a second.
Just pissed off. Like, why? Imagine being friends with that guy and they're like, got my Austin 316. This guy's like, no, man, Sid, ruler of the world. And this guy's like, yeah, Undertaker.
Well, I guess I should have headlined.
That should have been it. Because no matter what, now next week is good. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, what's the second one?
Somebody with a pair of paper scissors. It said Arn and Sid.
I didn't see that either. That's good. That's clever, but it's like that's too smarky.
That's a smart.
Yeah,
smart
that's way too smarky. Underspanker.
God damn it. What is wrong with you?
Oh, my stomach hurts. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. I love it. All right, so Simon, this Underspanker Sid match.
Wow.
What's the review and what's your star rating out of 4?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
I should have brought this up.
I'm glad you did. This is the highlight of the show. We don't do this, but if we ever like, if we ever start a show off where we just name each episode something random, this would definitely be the Underspanker episode. That's all there is to it. It's just...
At least this is short. It's going to make up for the...
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Review and star rating.
1 star. Typical big man match.
Yeah.
And really no... Even the interference was kind of like, because like you said, Taker didn't win this match.
No.
And what about the extremely slow count?
Yeah, like they're trying to bury Sid on the way out. They're just like, we know he's leaving, so fuck him.
Like it was that.
It really was.
I'm not exaggerating.
No,
it was a slow.
It felt like a slow count. And listen, the only kayfabe way you can think of is like, well, you know he's not getting up. It's a tombstone, but still, it's like.
Had Earl took a ref bump, I would have believed it.
Yeah. No, there was no ref bumps or nothing like that. Nope, it was just. He counted, and he's not really a slow, like Nick Patrick, a slow counter. This guy isn't, so it's like, yeah, I have no idea.
Patrick was paid to count slow.
Oh,
and didn't.
Oh, God.
Thanks, Russo.
So, anyways,
wait, was that pre-Russo?
That was pre-Russo, yeah. But anyways, no, so, yeah, there it is right there. You're saying 1 star?
1 star, Undertaker.
I love it.
I'm glad Undertaker won the title, regardless if he won it or not.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Was this his second?
Yeah, second time, yeah.
Second time.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first title run.
No. Well, I mean, the run.
Oh, sorry.
The way he won it, though. Yeah, the win. Because even the first one, actually, he won by shenanigans, but it felt more important, though. But he almost broke Hogan's neck.
Killed Hulkamania.
And then not only that, but like that one Hulkamania had her cry. just crying.
No Sidamaniacs were crying.
Oh, no, they weren't. There is that one guy, though.
They were going, thank you.
There's that one guy who he wears like a mesh tank top, and he's got glasses and short crew cut.
With is there purple hair too? Nope.
I don't think so. No, not him. But I'm not saying he's a super Sid fan because he's out there a lot. But I know it's like anytime Sid comes out there, like they always do the fist bump because Sid always do that. And he would always make that corner. And it just seemed like maybe it was coincidence, but it's like, that guy always got the fist bump every time. And it's just like, holy shit. I didn't see him here, so I don't think he was here. But anyways.
Once again, WWE Network, make that, where are they now? Super fans.
Exactly.
There's enough of them, you can,
Yeah, there's a half-hour program there for us at least, so. Have Edge and Christian host it. I just love those guys. I'm like, they get to see them get more work. Should have canceled the show, just saying. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So
that just got us removed.
That definitely did right there. No, so this match, I don't know. Not to get on the weird tangent, but when we reviewed this show, the entire WrestleMania 13, when we did our old podcast.
Yes, this is definitely
Fall Guys. And honestly, it was like, and I've yet to really watch this match or this pay-per-view again. I plan on doing it later down the road. I'm just trying to take a break right now from doing my pay-per-view watching. But I will hit this again at some point because I'm watching them in order. And I just feel like after you get to Austin Hart, the pay-per-view's over. And we still have a Chicago street fight, which isn't bad.
He's not wrong.
And it's like, the Chicago street fight, now, I remember you weren't a fan of Chicago street fight. I like it, but I like those smudgy, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was different enough and entertaining enough to where it's like, okay, it didn't have to be good.
Why was it not the Rosemont street fight?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Come on now, write this out.
Look at the zip code.
And but then get this match. So I will say this match is better when you watch it by itself because when you compare it to the rest of the card, it's like fuck this match. Like it is. It's a complete drop off. And I remember when we reviewed that show. Not to keep going back to Fall Guys, but it's like when we reviewed it. I remember giving this show or this match a pretty negative review. I just remember going like I didn't like it. It was boring. It was just watching it by itself, in its own bubble, it's like, it's not nearly that bad. It's not great. It's typical big man, like you said, which I'm a big man fan. I like watching too, as Brian Zane would say, the big old Haas fight. I don't mind that. The no DQ thing, I think it's kind of stupid they didn't mention it, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. It does help mask the badness, because, I mean, if you are going to keep doing bear hugs, like, well, throw a fucking choking of the cord in there, or a chair shot in there at least, to kind of mix it up. I like the interference for this match alone, but in the long run, what did it do? It made Taker look like a chump, and you didn't even progress a Sid Hart feud, and it's like, you already got the Hart Austin stuff. So like, what? And so once again, if as Vicious is on his way out, it's like, who gives a shit then? Like, I don't know. It seemed unnecessary. I'm gonna say, if that would make more sense to have Hart come in and try to attack Taker. Taker fends him off, and then, oh shit, Sid, choke slam, tombstone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It seemed kind of odd right there. But Taker does win.
So Russo can't win them all.
He can't win them all. He didn't hear it. And once again, though, it is what it is. It's still a pretty cool moment because anytime you do see the highlight reel of Taker's career, we don't see the match, but we do see him dropping to that knee in that purple light with the thing up. And it's like, and we should have mentioned, he brings out the old outfit for this night only.
That was fucking cool.
Because the whole time he's been rocking the leather type, whatever pants and the, crop shirt, whatever.
Yeah.
Here he's like, he went old school, and it's like, holy shit. So
they made mention of that a couple of times.
And we should mention too that Jim Ross actually mentions that, you know what, Taker's never lost at WrestleMania, and I'm like, they don't. The first one. Yeah, they mentioned that he's fought several WrestleManias before, but they never actually mentioned like, oh, he's never lost one, and they don't mention it. They don't call it a streak yet, but it is the precursor to that. I'm gonna give it 2 stars. It's generous.
All right.
I do feel like, if you're 1, it'll bring down to 1.5. So it's like it's getting what it deserves, I guess. In the end, it's still 1.5 or whatever. But
it's kind of sad to give Taker's. I mean, in several years in between, Taker's second title win such a low score.
And
I do feel. I honestly feel bad about that.
And not to really spoil the upcoming month or so of reviews. That's going to be kind of the theme of his entire title run, though. It's almost like a footnote. Because at this point, and I was a huge Taker fan back then, but it's like, I didn't care what Taker was doing. I wanted to know what Austin and Hart were going to do. I wanted to see Austin get his revenge.
Yeah.
And it was just like, there's so much other stuff going on.
So much bigger stories going on.
And it just seems like, unfortunately, it did overshadow.
Like he won it at a bad time.
Yeah, it really was. And I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. He definitely deserved it.
Yeah.
And truth is, he wasn't going to get it. This was clearly meant to go to Hart. This is going to be Hart Michaels, and so it was a circumstantial thing. He definitely deserves it. Even 97, if I'm smart and I'm part of the company and I'm writing and shit, and they're like, okay, well, Michaels is out. We got Austin and Hart doing their thing. It's not gonna be for title. Sid's got dropped at somebody. Here's the list. And it's like, well, fuck Taker. Like Taker, who else are you gonna put in there? It'd be stupid to do anybody else. So like it made sense. Unfortunately, it just didn't pan out. And on paper, though, and that's what I'm all about that kayfabe.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pretty good run for Taker. So, I mean, even though it's not going to set the world on fire, if you're going kayfabe strictly, and he's getting that massive paycheck after every title defense, hey, Taker's doing pretty goddamn good. I think he runs for 133 days straight champion. So it's like, he has a good run. It's just, unfortunately...
But one of those things that I would ask, this probably should be more of an ask, like after the series is over, like when we do our wrap up.
Okay, yeah.
Somewhere down the road, but I can't. Undertaker.
We got to do our Saudi shows between now and then, so I'm sure we ain't done yet.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
Oh, God.
Piper, Razor, Scott Hall, whatever. Fuck.
Yeah.
No world titles.
No.
Scott Hall, I think, did, right? Did he?
Oh, man, you hurt me right now. You did it on purpose. Oh, is it bleeding? Guys, is it bleeding right now? He twisted. He put it in there, he twisted on me. No, he didn't win any world titles. Yeah, exactly. It's all covered on that thing. Son of a bitch.
But I think Taker would have been fine in that list, on that category.
Oh, yeah.
A guy who never won a world title.
Yeah.
And Taker would have probably been fine not winning a title.
Yeah. I feel like...
He's still been just as much of a legend.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, it falls into that Andre the Giant thing, where it's like Andre the Giant only won the one, and it was short-lived. It was literally like a 27-second reign or whatever it was, and then they like stripped it of it. They didn't overturn it. They made sure DiBiase didn't get it. They're like, oh, no, your title reign doesn't count. But Andre's counts. We're going to keep it on him or whatever. And I feel like, did he need that? No. He was a legend regardless, but it's almost like, thank you. And I feel like maybe the first one wasn't. Maybe that first one was legit, like, you know what, we need to pop the rating. We got to get this Tuesday in Texas over, so he's going to win the title. Hogan will win back. At this point in his career, though, it's like, he doesn't need it, at all. And I feel like...
And that's what I'm saying, though, like...
But
and again, this is a series wrap-up conversation, and I guarantee we'll have it again.
Oh, yeah, we definitely will.
And so I apologize in advance for repeating.
That's going to be years, so we're good.
His... he never really had a good title run.
No, not in one of them. Not one of them.
Okay, sometimes, but
and I mean,
he was always like good. Won the title and then lost the title and went right back to
good storyline.
Complete opposite. Of what it should have been.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the story of his career in general, anyways. And I feel like though, once again, though, it's like, who else would you put it on in this era? So I get it. I get it. So it's like, the only other I can think of maybe was you kept it on Hart, have him in Austin, because Austin wasn't going to win the match. I mean, so you still would have had a double turn. It would have been for the title. Austin wouldn't have quit, and you still could have had it. But then Hart's going to have a knee injury coming up soon, so it's like you would have vacated it. So I mean, I guess it really does. Was that a legit injury, or was that kayfabe?
I don't know.
Okay, but either way, but he's out for a while before he comes back at Canadian Stampede.
Oh, so he can possibly fake an injury, but my
oh God! Oh, I love it. But you know the funny thing is today.
Pussyfoot around.
Your pussyfoot injury. But you know the funny thing is today.
McMahon holding Michaels. No.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't. No, he's not. He's not getting. You're not getting up. Don't do it. It's just like, what the fuck, man. But you know what's funny is knowing, like watching now. Yes, Michael's a dick. Hart's justified. But today, I just don't like Hart. Like personally. Like I don't.
He's bitter and
he's so. And I just remember that DVD.
His whiny character became real life.
Yeah. He worked himself into a shoot for sure. It was just like.
And 23 years later.
What was that DVD you lent me that one time that was him and Michaels doing
the rivalries? Yeah, that's actually really good.
Brilliant. And it's funny because it's like, yes, I know it took a lot for both men to get in that room and try to bury it. And we all know, Michaels is a born again Christian, it's not a here nor there. But it's like he is trying to be the better man or whatever. Yeah. And once again, whether he's sincere or not, who cares? It's like he is trying. But it's like throughout that entire fucking thing, just watch Bret Hart's face, or how many times he does this.
Oh yeah.
And I remember at one point they make Jim Ross said something like, because Hart's trying to go on like, and he's right when it comes to a world title. Yes, he made a point like, before I became world champion, it was always a big man's title, which is that's you're 100%. But he tries to say something for the IC title, and Michaels even goes, well, no, Ricky Steamboat, Savage, they were smaller guys, and gets a look. And I'm just like, fuck you, Hart. Like, he's telling the truth. Like, that's facts. And you find the book.
That was good because when they were debating.
Yeah.
And they were talking. Like, Michaels was the one who was the most honest, I think, about. I mean, he didn't say it in these words.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a dick.
Yeah.
I was part of fucking you over.
Yeah.
Hated you. Blah, blah, blah.
Doing politics. I mean, he didn't pull back on any of that.
But it's like, he's quick to also, when Hart starts to talk and say his bitter fucking boo-hoo-hoos, to say, well, no, that's not how it happened.
Exactly.
And like you said.
Yeah, get the look every time. And I'm just like... So,
did they have a conversation beforehand where Michaels was like, don't worry, man. We're on the same page here.
I love it.
And then they get in there and the camera rolls and then Hart's like,
honestly, Michaels is that guy though. Look at the Hogan match at SummerSlam. Same thing. It was brilliant. So, I don't know. Once again, while I'm rewatching this stuff, leading up to the screw job, it's like, yes, Michaels is in the wrong, but for some reason, man, I'm on his side this whole time. Like, honestly, even knowing what's going to happen and the horrible shit, the dumb shit, I'm just like, you know what? No, because in the end, it's like, he seemed to be the better person, and it came out better for him. I mean, unfortunately, but it's like, he had an also career-ending injury, but he was able to kind of come back from. Different kind of injury, obviously, because I know Hart could never do that because of, head injury is definitely different than a back injury. But it's just like, man, it's like, Hart just went but it's just like, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. That's me and Joey, our sometimes co-hosts. We've
our third man. He's the third man.
Who's the third man?
He's the third man. I'll tell you who the third man is. It's Joey.
It was going to be Sting, but
yeah, we worked it out.
We went with Joey.
What do you want for him, brother? So,
but it's like one of those things. Is like Bret Hart, and this is the beginning of this.
Yeah. This is when it's real. The real life.
Whiny.
Yeah.
I'm getting screwed. You're fucking me over. Yeah. Fuck you. Frustrated isn't the goddamn word for it, and this is bullshit. And blah blah blah. Unfortunately, that's Bret Hart in real life. I don't know if it is right now, but it's Bret Hart's real life right now in 2020.
Yeah.
And has been for the last 20 fucking years.
And once again, from the interviews I've seen with other people, shoots and stuff, it seems like, no, this is pretty much it, I would assume. It's just the fact that, like, he was always in favor of the company, in good terms, that it overshadows, like, oh, that's okay. But now that it's clearly, like, it ain't working out, they can't reach a deal with this new negotiated contract coming up, that it's almost like, yeah, and maybe Russo, or maybe, I don't know who idea it was, but Bender's like, why don't we just let him be that guy? Like, we'll just let him be, and maybe present to him differently. Like, instead of just being like, hey, we used to be a dick out there too, they're probably just like, hey, what we do a character where you're, you know, kind of complaining about getting screwed, and Hart's probably like, well, that's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then runs with it, and then unfortunately, once again, he worked himself into a shoe.
That's what I'm saying. And 20 plus years later, he's still like that. I mean, he still gives good shoot interviews.
Yeah.
But everything always comes back to his bitterness, and that's the thing that me and Joey talked about. Yeah. He is a bitter, pissed off, angry, multi-millionaire.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, you definitely got handed a bad hand from time to time.
Yeah, and won't deny that.
You know, you got your head kicked off and fucking ruined and ended your career.
And
honestly, be pissed at Goldberg.
Yeah.
Don't be pissed at Shawn Michaels or Vince McMahon.
Well,
Goldberg ended your fucking career.
And that's why I remember talking to you and Joey about that, and because I still don't understand. To this day, I don't understand it. It's like, why is he so pissed at Michaels when it's like it was Vince's decision? Hebner's the one that fucking made the count or made the call. It's like, Michaels, I mean, yes, he was in on it, but it's like, at the 3, he's the one who really shouldn't have been, you know what I mean?
I haven't brought him up yet.
Yeah.
It was Cornette's idea.
There you go. And I've yet to hear him ever ripping the Cornette, so it's just like, really? Of all the people that you could possibly be pissed at about that Montreal Screwjob, he held the grudge with Michaels the longest. Now, I get it. He had the most legitimate heat with him, everybody there.
Michaels had to play the whole, like,
I didn't know.
No.
I don't know. It just seems so, like, I remember even asking you guys that, and you guys are just like, we don't know either. Like, your guess is as good as ours. I'm just like, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. So, anyways, when I'm seeing all this play out, I'm just kind of like,
I mean, if Bret Hart ended up like Randy the Ram, yeah, be bitter, be pissed off.
Exactly. And like I said, I don't want to downplay the fact that, it sucked what happened to him. It sucked that he went through a lot of family tragedy. Not really, and that sucks, but that happens to a lot of people who don't let it get them down. You know what I mean? Like, that shit happens to everybody. It's how you conduct yourself afterwards that defines who you are.
But he still came out on the other side of that.
Still rich.
Multi-millionaire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Set for life. You know, it's just like,
it's still a decent term with WWF now. I mean, it's like, if they want to do a rando DVD, he's going to say yes, and they're going to make a little bit of money off it. So it's like, what is he like? There's no bitterness to be had right now. Enjoy life,
it's like
bro.
He just keeps pouring gasoline on these bridges just in case. But he's not lit the flame. You know, some of them he has already, but it's like, just stop.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, it was one of those things where it's just like, it is what it is.
You got dealt some bad hands, and you had some bad luck, and I'm definitely sorry about the family tragedies.
Yeah, but it's like, at some point though, man,
it's not like you lost everything. No. Like, financially. I mean, I know that's not everything.
No. But that's the other thing. Then, but his legacy's intact too.
Yes.
It's like, it's not like he's, it's not like he's being forgotten. Like, even now, like, he hasn't wrestled in however many years, but it's like, he's still brought up when you talk about the greatest of all time. Like, say what you want.
And as much as we're talking shit about him right now, one of the greatest of all time.
Because think about it this way, even this generation, no one's going to give a shit about Bruno Sammartino or Superstar Billy Graham or Bob Backlund, but it's like, Hart hasn't wrestled forever, but he will still be like, don't forget Bret Hart. Bret Hart's one of those greatest. It's like, deservedly so. So it's like, he's one of those guys that's like, even after he's dead and gone, he's still going to be looked at like, he's the legend. He's one of the best guys out there. And it's like, I don't know, for a guy who is so a mark himself, like, I hate to say that, but it's like, everybody has said the same things, like, he's really a mark for himself or a mark for the business as well. It's like, that to me seems like he should be smiling knowing, like, even after all they did to me, they tried to fuck me over, they gave me a shitty run WCW, and people still look at me like I'm still one of the best in the business. Bar none. And I mean, I love the best there ever will be. And as much as I love Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels would go on to redeem himself and put on some great matches, I don't put Michaels in the same category. I put him in that tier just right below Hart. I think Hart is far.
I'll still say Michaels is my favorite of all time.
But me too. I mean, as far as like personality, yes. As far as business though, like what he's done, like what he means to the company, that's a no. He's up there. He's in that Bruno, Hogan, Rock Austin type level for me because it's just like he's a guy who did carry the company even when it was in horrible shape. on his back. Michaels was never really that guy. He was just like, I don't know. He was always a great entertainer, and don't get me wrong, way more entertaining and charismatic than Hart, in my opinion. And he gave us DX. So, and then when he came back from his injury,
Hart's one of the lowest earning champions.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, so
His choice.
yeah,
Even.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So it's like I will always put Hart on that shelf of like, dude, you're an icon. Like, no one can take that away from you. Why are you so angry?
Exactly, dude.
So I don't know. I don't even know where we left off on the thing.
I don't even care.
1.5 was what we gave it. So
we're in the
done.
desert. We're driving. Dude, my GPS went out.
It went out. The car battery dead. We're walking back now. So you know what? Let's wrap this up.
We're gonna be back next week.
Next week. We're gonna be looking at probably another In Your House. What are we
looking at? Because
I mean, is he gonna get revenge right now, or is it gonna be a cold day in hell? I really don't remember. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those two.
I think.
What do you think over there? What, if you had to take a guess, an educated guess, not look at your phone, what do you think it's gonna be? I can't even read that. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
Revenge Taker.
Yeah.
Revenge Taker. Oh, the title's up here. I'm looking at the picture art trying to read the. Anyway, so,
it's been a long day.
Been a long day, guys. So, anyways, there you have it. Come in next week for Revenge of Taker. That's all we got. I'm Daniel.
Business is still down, by the way.
Oh, you know it will be. You know it will be. So, anyway,
this is awesome.
This has been the best month, though.
And again, I do apologize for these.
Don't apologize.
These off.
Our core group out there who watches these, they know what to expect at this point. So
we're two kids who grew up. I mean, right now where we're at right now, this is our shit.
This is it right here. This is it.
There's passion, and there's and there may be more episodes where we go off on tangents about what we were doing.
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it, because like I said.
And then give it a few, and then we'll kind of be like, eh.
Oh, when that Ruthless error gets in here, it's gonna be like.
I'm gone then. I'm gone again.
It's gonna be very quick review. So, all right, guys, that's all we got. Yeah, this is it. This is prime time. Welcome to prime time, bitch. Oh shit! Didn't always run. Sorry. Hi. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our channel. All that good stuff you do right here on YouTube, go ahead and do it. Check out our other videos. Go to our playlist. We got episodes of TPS TV, Journey Through the Darkside. We got a new show coming out, the horror movie review with Daniel Richardson. This guy. And of course, our short film, Entropy. You can find all that and more right here on YouTube. And then check out, yeah, look at that. All of our social media right there. And we don't just, copy and paste like the same post and put it on all. No, that's ridiculous. 3 different platforms, 3 different posts. I mean, the behind the scenes stuff you see on Twitter will not be the same stuff you see on Instagram. So there you go right there. So be sure to get on, give us a follow and a like on all that right there. Keep up to date. Have you seen Unspeakable Acts yet? No? Come on. Pick you up the DVD right now. Links over there. Oh, yeah. It's only $7. $3 shipping and handling. And of course, if you've already seen it and you haven't seen the public domain dungeon yet, boom, $5 DVD right there. So 5 S&P as well. Or sorry, 3 S&P as well. So there you go. Do that. And if you got the spare change, you want to hit us up, donate a little bit over here to TPS Productions. Our Patreon is right there. Oh yeah. So that's all we. Oh my God, sorry. I'm getting fired, ain't I? Guys, that's all we got. Thank you for watching.